Walker to start the drive.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
The Seahawks send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Deep. Stop him at the 10. Here we go. Here we go.
Burrow will throw.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
There he goes left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Ah, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on. Because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Our first carry here for Joe Mixon.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Now Burrow.
He'll find Bateman once more.
It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and 2nd down as well to get to 3rd and manageable and make them able to pick up those 1st downs. Now here we are, 1st and goal. They've got to like what they're doing on this drive.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it won't even now with a 3rd down situation. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. Here's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Bengals put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
And going right back to Walker.
A little juke. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
That one a first down pickup of 8. The Seahawks had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown.
DK Metcalf.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here pulled in by Beasley.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Ball, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Now it's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ball. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st down, Ball. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And this one caught by Beasley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Ballard. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even back there late, They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And the Bengals on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to pass. That is caught. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
11 coming.
Nixon is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. McPherson's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's make a play, boys.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
They go play action here on 1st down. Being chased out left. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The slot man in motion right. 2nd and 9 now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They're going to look to throw.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Like watching paint dry. What just happened? Seriously.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Mixon with a first down carry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now it's Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him at the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ballard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting... Good drive.
Here we go, here we go. 11,
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2nd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun to Mixon on the check down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. First down. Here's Burrow. On the left side, he finds Beasley. Touchdown! A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to Walker on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Short pass caught by Henry. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Now a play fake here on first down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. From the gun, it's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week, and hits pay dirt for a third time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdown scored when this season comes to an end. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Burrow will throw. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Burrow from his own end zone. A slant route caught by Bateman. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he threw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 95 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 26. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Here's Walker. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Again, Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with a
second touchdown of the game, a fourth of the year.
And the Seahawks have taken a fourth-quarter lead. So how about this start to a year? Fantasy owners take note. 2 rushing touchdowns in the opener. 2 more here in week 2.
So a nice pickup by 2 entities. 1, this team for making sure they acquired this guy. And 2, anyone who plays fantasy who has him on their team.
Extra point up and good by Shootout.
And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now Burrow. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. On the delay, it's Mixon. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Now 2nd and 4. Now Burrow.
Eluding the pressure right.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flat when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
This is Mixon on the draw. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked up by Jamal Adams. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and that should just about do it.
It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
There goes a deep ball, end zone.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And he'll go down at the 28.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And this one is right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
This is 1st and 10.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Seahawks, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.